What do you think of Joe's new TV show coming out based on his life and book? I'm thinking it's going to be like a Everybody Hates Chris or Young Rock type of TV show.
The Beluga Tales?
The Beluga Tales? But you saw that, right? You saw them making it?
No, I don't know. I didn't even know that.
They've been trying to make it for a long time.
I know he had a show on Stars. I know in Stars he had a show where he's interviewing people.
Right. That's every Fat Joe Talks. But they were trying to do this on Showtime before, and then it didn't work out for years. And now they're bringing it to Stars too, to do about his life.
Of course. Now they got to throw the violins. They got to throw the violins now. Prepare for the violins. This is the sad story of the Beluga now. Because before, wait. But before it's going to be, before it was the gangster Beluga. Greedy Beluga, greedy in real life. But now they have to soften his image because now the FBA hates him. He stole money from PANDA, it's proven. People are looking at him crazy. Now is the sentimental part. Now comes the his son. You know, that part of Joey. It comes the poorhouse Joey. This is how they're going to do it to bring him back into the limelight. You know what I'm saying? To make people, whip a tear for him. And, like he's like really actually the good guy. That's what they're going to try to do. I bet everything on that. Because he can't come out acting like he's a gangster now. Because if he do that, it's a wrap.
You know you're going to be in it, right? They're just not going to say your name. You're just going to see some Cuban guy in the corner over there.
Now that I'm suing. I think I'm suing. I want to be no part of nothing.
How are they going to say anything? They just don't say your name or anything. You're just going to see some Cuban guy in the corner there. You know what I mean?
You don't want to play those games. I could do regular YouTube videos with people that look like Joe right now. I'll do a whole better series than that in a minute. I just never wanted to do that because it's like, I know, I'm saying, like the Fuller Clip story. Like my shit is like a series. Like our shit, when it comes to like me, Pun, and shit like that, it's more like a series. Me, Pun, and Sace. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll see it better as a series. Me and Cuba and all of that, and you know what I'm saying, into America, the boat ride, all of that's action-packed shit that really happened to me. So
right,
like we can relive that and put some real actors in there, and it'll be
movie
crazy.
Is too short. You need a TV series to cover everything. It's just like,
but it'd be crazy. Just I'm telling you, just the history of the career, my career. Because remember, we could do the careers out here, it starts there, but my shit starts in Cuba. So when I come over here, I'll bring, the energy. The link is linking with people. So the link is linking with the triple stations, you know what I'm saying? Well, in the big puns. And then me and Pun alone, that story alone, because that was the energy really that took us to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, we shared energy. Pun was hanging out with people from the ranch and everything before me. He was hanging out with Faith and all that before me. So why, didn't he get really into the rapping, the hip hop like that, and made something happen without me? So it's really when I met Pun and we had that chemistry, and we was in his crib chilling, going to the boxing gym, playing basketball. We had that chemistry, brotherhood. It was me and him that really said, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, because we enjoyed each other's company and we knew each other like that, and we was really helping each other, that energy. So when he got to Joe, he was already ready. You know what I'm saying? He was already ready, And it was me also that got into the Terror Squad. It was Toom, Sick One, introduced me to that. But it was, it was me that brought Pun into that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how you got to meet Joe. I introduced Joe to Pun. So all of those things, little details right there that, made me feel proud that I named myself Link, Cuban Link.
Do you think they're going to be able to use Pun's image and likeness, or are they going to have to ask Liza for permission for that?
Yeah, of course they have to ask Liza for permission, Of course they have to, if he wants to use Pun. But remember, Joe has his own career too, man.
Yeah, I know, but people are going to expect that Pun episode.
I think, yeah, but I think he could finesse it. He could keep that the shortest version if he doesn't get permission from Liza. I mean, he had his own adventure inside the industry. He did his own moves inside the industry. He was able to stun a lot of people there and scare a lot of people there in his way. And he also did his gift to gab magic with a lot of people, So he's a Triluga. You know, he did a lot of different things. He's not just one thing, but in that way, he's smart. He's like special ed, but in that way, he's gifted. Yeah.
Do you think the robbing of the 70 kids in the gym will be on there? What about the machete
Nah.
story?
You know what? I started thinking about all the shit that he said. All the stupid thing. I think he did that shit also to go viral. I think he did that.
Absolutely.
I think he definitely just lied like that to go viral, but we don't expect you to be a liar, homie, unless you're a good liar. And he was such a good liar, people believed him. So at the end of the day, it's like, imagine the story he told about me behind the scene, all the lies he said about me, all the sleeping with lies, try to sleep with his wife, oh, he did this foul shit. All of that goes into how good of a liar he is. That's why, God doesn't like us.
Wait, but do you think that is something that he's doing intentionally, or you think he just can't help it? Like he's a pathological liar?
Oh no, he's definitely a pathical. By this time, yeah, he already became that a long time ago.
Mm.
He got so much. He got so much. How you say? He like to say respect. That some people fear, some people befriend him. Like the higher ups. That he's such on top of the world that he feels anything he says they're gonna believe.
No, because I feel like even if he wasn't famous, he would still be telling big stories.
But he forgot about the people, the actual public that be watching him do this. He forgot about that. He's spending too much time inside them rich circles and thinking he's the star and whatever. But when we are watching you in this era, this is the YouTube era, this is social media, we're watching you, all the moves. FBA watching you, I've been watching you, and other people are watching you. So you're either gonna make them proud or you're gonna make them feel fucking ashamed of you. And he did the best. He did his best to make people ashamed of him.
But me and you are going to break down every single episode, right? After it comes out.
I don't want to really see. There you go again. You're bringing me.
That's going to make good content, man. That's going to make good content. You will be so entertained. Come on. Can you picture him showing a little Joey and then next thing you know, he's like.
We could have did that. We could have did that with the BT special they had about him. When they made a whole thing talking about the terror squad. It's supposed to be about the terror squad. But at the end of the day, it was about him. If you see that BT shit, you'd be like, yo, this nigga's capping everywhere he could. It was the Cap Master Central. Like, I was like, yo. And me, they invited me to do an interview. So I did like 2 hours. And they only got me saying, yeah, Pun was my brother. That's it. They only kept that part of me. But I told them the whole story from back then. They got it. BET got it in the votes. Cuban Link interview about the BET shit about Terror Squad. I told them everything. But,
what year is this?
It's like 2003, something like that too.
Oh, so you went off on him.
Yeah.
Of course they're not going to put that in there, man.
Yeah, but they got it. I didn't really go off. I was kind of mature. I didn't do the Beluga snaps.
I was kind of mature.
No, I didn't do the Beluga snaps. I didn't call him out his name or nothing. I just told him the story my way. You know how to tell a story. But, yeah.
No, I know you had to take little digs. You had to take little digs here and there with your little laugh and stuff,
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, they got the story, though. They still got the film somewhere.
Well, maybe if you after you die, they'll release it.
Yeah, but he didn't even. He had Rich Player, and that's when Rich Player just joined the team. That's when he finished like betraying me and just joined team. He had Rich Player there talking like he had this dude from out there, Steve Lobel.
Right.
Steve Lobel gave me a shout out on that. He said he brought out 4 great artists like Cuban Link. So Steve Lobel gave me a shout out. I appreciated that. But he still blocked me in that light. He blocked every avenue I had over there for Joe. And then you see who he had behind him too, Big U. You understand? You got to follow that. And you got to follow when Big U talks. Look at his interview. He says Steve Lobel. You got to follow that story. Winky, winky.